everyone. Hi guys, I am Rebecca from KnitPicks, and today we are going to unbox a small Nitpicks package. This might be one of the smallest ones that I've had in a while. And I also wanted to let you guys all know about the really big site-wide Nitpicks sale that is going on right now. So right now you can save 20% off of everything site-wide with the code SPRING20. My affiliate links are in the chat and the video description. You definitely do not need my link to get the savings. I guess full disclosure, I am a Nitpicks affiliate, so I do earn commission when you use my link, but I'm really excited to share the sale with you because I think the only other time I've ever seen 20% off site-wide, I think, is around Black Friday at the peak of their big sale. And maybe it's come up a few times, but it's just a really great time to stock up on your bare yarn or other yarn and tools for your projects. Yeah, I have never seen better than this. Now, granted, sometimes they discount individual yarns 40%, 60%, but site-wide, I think this is the best coupon that they ever do. And so it does stack. The coupon stacks with other sales on the site. So for example, Swish is the bare yarn of the Swish is the yarn of the month. So for the whole month of May, it's 20% off. And so you could add some of bare stroll in whichever weight you want, and then get an additional 20% off of that. And the same thing with the bulk bare yarn packages. Usually if you buy a 20 pack of any of the bare yarns, you can save 15% off for ordering in bulk. Well, you can use the 20% coupon on top of that, so you can save an additional 20% off after. And I just placed a massive order, but if you want to get some Swish, I recommend, rather than going for the bulk bare yarn, go through the individual bare yarn, because that's 20% off instead of 15, if that makes sense. So I just went and I added 20 skeins of Swish DK bare yarn to my cart, and then applied the coupon on top of that for 20% off my 20% off yarn, instead of getting 20% off the bulk 20 pack. So sometimes they update the 20 packs to reflect the sale yarn of the month, but I guess not this time. But I'm really excited. Unfortunately, Stroll is currently out of stock. So, that's one that I couldn't order at the time, but I tend to use these percent off sales as an opportunity to stock up on bare yarn, because I know that's something I'm going to go through and I'm going to use. And especially if something's running low. And I'm not particularly running low at the moment, but I wanted to grab I grabbed some Wool of the Andes, some Swish DK. I think I grabbed like one bag, so 10 Swish worsted, and I grabbed a 20 pack of Hawthorne. I probably would have grabbed 20 packs of Stroll if that were in stock, but anyway, fortunately it was not. And I need to make sure I can see the chat. Good morning, everyone. All right, so let's see what I got here. I forget if there was a sale associated with this purchase, or if it was just some stuff that I needed and wanted to have on hand. I've been sitting on this package for a while. No, unfortunately, you cannot order. So the question is, can you order the yarn and have it be on back order and then get the discount? And unfortunately, you can't. They actually remove the ability for you to order any back ordered yarn. I think that the restock date for Stroll is like July 25th. I think that there might be, I have no idea if it'll take that long. I think it depends a lot on like customs and stuff like that. But yeah, unfortunately you can't stock up on something that is on back order. And before you freak out, you won't see Stroll on the bulk 20 pack page right now because it is on back order. They remove yarns that are on back order from the search results and from like the 20 pack listing. But if you go straight through Berry Yarn, you'll see it still there and it'll tell you the approximate date that it'll come back in. I've been concerned about this in the past, but Stroll is one of their like staple yarn bases, so I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. Ooh, what do you think is the best Berry yarn for cotton? I really enjoy the cotton boucle, which do I have here? I actually have some of it right here. Welcome everyone. So this is some of the cotton boucle that obviously has now been dyed. Lucas actually dyed this yarn with one of his best friends. And so it's 2-ply with one, let me see if I can hold it still enough, one really thick ply and one thinner ply. So it has a tiny bit of a wave, but no loops for your needles to get stuck in. And it's really soft, and it's one that I really, really like. And I think that the texture in it is just kind of fun to play with. So that's a cotton that I like a lot. Let's see what I ordered. I barely even remember. Okay, so I've got my packing slip. Was there even, I don't even know if there was a sale. Oh, maybe they had, because it was like last month when they had Berry Yarn as the 20% off yarn of the month, which that did not stack with the bulk thing. Confessions. I never swatch. I think, what would it be a good crafting confession is for me? I have way too much yarn and I just ordered a bunch more. I am probably later today gonna order some new shelving for my office because my business has outgrown the shelving that I have in there. And then I'm gonna have a strict rule when it comes to Berry yarn. It's like, if it does not fit on the shelves, I cannot order more. And with the asterisk, unless it's needed for a very specific project, because I like to stock up on it when it's on sale, because yeah, that's what I like to do. My pleasure. I actually think here, and since you're asking about cotton, I grabbed some Simply Cotton worsted. And this is their organic cotton. Now, I believe that I'm trying to remember, one of their cottons does not absorb water very well, which surprised me. I think maybe the Dishy. Like, surprisingly, it doesn't soak up water really easily. So when I've tried dyeing it, like there'd be parts that were dry even after a really long soak. But so I do think that in terms of softness, the Simply Cotton line is softer. I mean, it is so soft. And it comes in I don't remember if it still, I think it maybe just comes in the marshmallow color. At one point, many years ago, it came in a few different natural colors. That was really cool, but I have 2 balls of this to use for various projects this summer. But yeah, I was hoping that I could use the Dishy as sort of a dupe for like Lily Sugar and Cream or something. But the Sugar and Cream is a lot more absorbent, especially if it comes for a technique when you want to use the dry yarn. That's what it was. There's a video coming up in the next few weeks where I dyed just a ball. Or did I made a cake. Was it a cake or I just did the ball as it came? Now I don't remember. But I was trying to dye a ball of dry cotton yarn with tulip tie-dye. In theory, the cotton should have been absorbent, but the water, especially if you're using it for a dishcloth or something, but it just sort of, I had trouble getting the liquid to go in. The yarn was really, really cool. And that video, maybe not this week, maybe the next week, there'll be a lot of tie-dye type stuff and cotton dyeing videos, but yeah. All right, what else did I get? Ooh, all right, so I've now got 3 hanks of Stroll Sport. I expected this would dye very, very similarly to the Stroll fingering weight yarn that I love and that I use all the time. but I wanted to have some that was a little bit thicker in my stash, just in case I needed it for a various projects and stuff that I have going on. And also because sometimes, so I offer sponsorship slots for Dye Pot Weekly through my Etsy shop. And sometimes people have requests for different, can I offer a different yarn base than the ones I have listed there? And the ones I have listed are ones that I usually always have in stock. And so I can accommodate, if I have the capability to, I can accommodate a different yarn base for the Dye Pot Weekly sponsorship. Just message me in advance and I'll see what I have, but I don't have a lot of, like sport weight stuff. And so, I don't know, I don't exactly remember my reasoning, but it made sense at the time. How many do I get? Huh? Oh, I guess I did. Wait, what? Okay, so then that's superwash worsted. Wool of the Andes superwash worsted. Wool of the Andes superwash worsted. Okay, I did have one more Stroll Sport. I was a little concerned because it said that I should have 4 and I only had 3. But I do have 4 Stroll Sport. And then I have 3 Wool of the Andes superwash. This is a yarn I don't use a lot. I use Wool of the Andes all the time, but I don't know why I don't use the superwash one more. Especially because if you think about it, if I want to do a superwash yarn versus non-superwash yarn comparison, Wool of the Andes is the best way to do it. It's the same Peruvian highland wool. One has been treated to be superwash, one hasn't. But so I think that that's a better comparison for a lot of things. And yeah, again, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be using it for and what I want to do to play with it, but probably would have been handy for me to have opened this box before some of the stuff I was working on this weekend, but that's okay. This is what I get for forgetting. Well, I didn't forget that I had this box, but I knew it wasn't urgent. I just spent the long weekend working on filming a lot of new videos, including playing with mordants for the first time. I was using some alum mordants and treated some yarn, and then I've been dyeing with a lot of different things and learning mistakes like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have heated my avocado so much and stuff like that. Yay! I'm gonna drop my, oh dear, that is not my link. Here it is. I'm gonna drop my affiliate link for the Nitpicks sale into the chat. And oh, Suzanne Fenton, thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys watching and joining me for these like unboxings and other things like that. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about Nitpicks yarn bases, I have touched or used most of them over the course of my crafting career. I think one of the main reasons why I order from them so much is that I was familiar with their yarn bases already, because I pick them for, for my commercially dyed yarns and stuff too. So I've been using Wool of the Andes as like my staple non-superwash wool for many years. And so it made sense to go for that for dyeing yarn. And so, yeah, whenever they release a new bare yarn base, I like to try to order it to test it out. But I'm not even sure if I said the sale that they have going on, the spring 20, save 20% off everything. There are some exclusions, probably some I think spinning wheels and stuff, but that's all on their website. It ends at the end of May. So on May 31st at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. So you still have some time to go and explore your Memorial Day sales and shop. What yarn would you say is the hardiest for a hard wearing sweater? Ooh. Well, for hard wearing, then maybe you would want something with nylon in it. I guess It really depends. So I've made sweaters out of Swish. I think I used Swish worsted for like a short sleeve sweater. It didn't get a ton of wear, um, but it got, enough. I also like, I'm not sure if I would love Wool of the Andes as a sweater, but as a yarn, it holds up really well. I make hats and stuff for me and the kids and that all the time, and those have held up for years of daily wear. Keith, I made him a sweater in Full Circle, which isn't available anymore. Um, but so that was just a single ply, 100% wool. Oh, I used City Tweed. I think that I would pick when I'm gonna make future sweaters for the kids, which hopefully this year. I've had a vision for a matching set design that I've been wanting to do for a while, but I really like City Tweed. It is 55% merino, 25% superfine alpaca, and then 20% Donegal tweed. And it is, okay, I guess it is hand wash, dry, flat. I tend to hand wash my hand knits anyway, but I really enjoyed knitting with it, and it made like an adorable little sweater for the kids, which I think is one of the ones that, yeah, I think it's one of the ones that's in the picture that of like the first sweaters I put the boys in together. So I hope that helps. I don't make a ton of sweaters. What yarn did I use for my Shalom cardigan? Yeah, for hard wearing, Swish might not be the best one. But there's some good bulky ones. I guess it really depends on the yarn weight you want. But for something that, yeah, I hope that helps some. I haven't had any of the yarns I've used wear out on anything. But in general, I know people like nylon in their stock yarns because it prevents them from wearing out. So I hope that helps a bit. You feel sometimes the yarn isn't too sturdy. Ooh, yeah, Hawthorne I love, and I think that has a really nice drape. So I think it would make a really nice, like thinner sweater. I have a lot of palette, and at some point I will be making myself a Fair Isle sweater out of like, I don't remember if it's like 30 colors or something. I have it waiting in my closet. I'm like waiting for I got the kit, and then I was like, I should wait until after I have children before I tackle this. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait until I'm the same size for more than like a certain period of time to make that sweater. Yeah, so the other comment said that they'd stay away from merino and other soft over hardy wools for sturdy sweaters. Oh, Palette does pill? I haven't. I guess I mostly have it for I wear mittens and hats made out of Palette all the time, and I haven't noticed those pilling, but like for a sweater, I mean, there's a lot more like rubbing along your sides and stuff. So yeah, that's something to think about. I have not done, I need to do, one of my plans for this year is hopefully to like schedule in some knitting time, because I mean, I think I spend a lot more time either doing some spinning in my downtime or dyeing yarn, and then yeah, and I probably should just hibernate one of the projects I've been working on, and I need to just figure out exactly, I mean, the kids, that's the thing, people keep needing new hats, and so I feel like which if you're a good friend of mine and have requested a hat for your daughter, this is not a complaint. I'm very excited to make her hat. But yeah, I think that with hats, like there's just been like a lot of stuff that, oh, I need to make this. And so I need to like take a step back and think about what I should make for like the next fall and stuff. How about scheduling a live chat and just knitting while chatting? I might struggle with that. I don't do very well with knitting and talking at the same time. I mean, maybe if it was something, maybe it was something like another hitchhiker scarf that like I know like the back of my hand I could, but yeah, I tend to do um a lot more like watching, like I like to watch TV and stuff when I knit, or YouTube. I think I just need to get little projects set up around the house so that way they're easy to like pull out and start working on. uh, but I think that one of the things that's hard is that one of my true favorite things to make were these lace shawls that just require a little bit of attention and the children to not pull the needles out of the project. And I liked adding beads and stuff to them. And so this is something that I think by the time Ryder is 4 in January, then I will really be able to trust him around some more delicate projects. I can almost trust him now. Like I can leave the spinning wheel out. But yeah, I've been nervous. Yeah. Oh, but I honestly, like, I love what I do, and I'm so grateful that you guys like watching what I do because it just brings me a lot of joy. I had the boys should all be coming back shortly. I had the weekend to myself, which instead of later in the summer, I'll have my craftcation week where I am not allowed to work. But I think a knitting chat wouldn't count as work. But, and then, I'll probably actually finish the quilt that I've been making Lucas for the last like 2 years. But, yeah, but this time I spent a lot of time doing filming, and it was really nice to be working on some projects that take more time just because there's like steps that you have a lot of waiting in between. And it was really nice to work on those without worrying, okay, I have X number of hours before I have to pick the kids up. Okay, I only have this much more time or this much more time. And so that was really nice to just be able to have 2 full long days of filming. I am exhausted, but it was so much fun and I learned a lot. And I am really excited about some of these new videos that are going to be coming up. Yes, I've been meaning to do another live spinning video for a while. Like I really thought that I was going to do some live like yarn dyeing or spinning or something this weekend. But then I was like, no, I'm going to push and I'm going to edit. I think I edited like 3 different videos and I just filmed like a bunch. I'm trying to get ahead of my, I'm working hard to get a lot of content prepped because I have another really big top secret project that I will be starting to work on soon. And I will give more teasers at a later date, but yeah, so that way I have less like pressure for my regular schedule as I'm starting to work on another project. Ooh. LeVar Burton reading short stories to adults, and it's amazing. That sounds incredible. I grew up with reading Rainbow, so that's really, really fun. But yeah, so that's why like I was like, oh, I'm gonna live stream like every day. And then I was like, oh, well, I can't quite share this in advance, or this, like doing natural dyeing doesn't really lend itself well to a live stream because it's kind of like you put everything together in a pot and then wait. So there's a lot of waiting, and then there's a lot of waiting for things to cool. So yeah, those are the kinds of things that I was working on this weekend. But it is just all, yeah, I think it's fun, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy the content that's coming up. But anyway, I've still got to work on putting the house back into less of the Chemnitz takeover of my whole house and more to like the boys will take over the whole house. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this weekend. And again, 20% off site-wide at Knitpicks. I think normally outside of November, the other big coupons that I see are 15% maybe. And those only come up every once in a while. So this is big. This is the one that like all fall I will sort of hold off and wait for it. And except if I'm worried about something going on back order. Then I might order it sooner. So yeah, but again, I'm gonna put my affiliate link in the chat one more time. And so, you know, I am an affiliate, and so in sharing this, like, there's that, I guess, like, aspect to it, but I truly enjoy their yarn because it's most of what I use. And so I hope that that comes across by my choices. I have been, oh my gosh, like maybe 13 years a customer or something. Really long time, and only about 2 years as an affiliate. So there is that. Yeah, but thank you guys so much for joining. I hope that you all have, if you have a long weekend because you're in the US, I hope that the rest of your long weekend is really nice. If you don't have a long weekend, I hope that your Monday is going great. I will chat with all of you soon. Bye, everyone.